He's not like that at all.
No,
He's
that
not
poster is a lie.
jerk. He's not.
The parents aren't even there.
Yeah, he's not obnoxious even. Like the wife hates him. We don't even. Welcome back to the Grindhouse Podcast. I am your host, as always, Cheese Film, and joined with me today is Mr. Hecubus. That's
Uncle
right.
Hecubus.
Coming all the way in from St. Louis, all the way to Chicago, is Randy Official.
Hey guys, I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes, we're talking about Uncle Buck, a movie from 1991.
89.
89.
Yes.
1989. I thought it came out a couple years after that. When did Home Alone come out?
Must have been 91. I don't know.
Uncle Buck stars the late, great John Candy, who is a Grindhouse alumni.
Yeah, he's good
twice
too.
over now. This is his third appearance.
What's the other one?
We've done Planes, Trains, we've done this,
right.
and we've done
I
Spaceballs.
was thinking of Spaceballs only.
Also starring Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, before Home Alone.
The sweetheart of the 90s, who kind of fell off in the 2000s.
Yeah, when he got too big and not as cute.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
He cockened it up.
That's how Hollywood works.
But he's making a resurgence, I believe. He
does a lot of stuff, and he's on
back.
podcasts all the time.
He is.
And people, I guess he's a really cool guy, too.
Which is neat because he was a child star.
Right, and those people are usually messed up.
Yeah. And especially him. He was like the biggest
ever.
child. Like he was like
Shirley
Donny
Temple.
Osmond or Jackson 5 kind of levels of popularity.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, the fact that he had some problems in his life, but he's kind of cleaning himself up and coming back to Hollywood and coming back into the motion picture industry.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's either directing or starring in something that should be in the works or coming out soon.
Or both. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't either. I did not finalize that. I just read that somewhere.
Yeah.
Also starring
Laurie Metcalf
and Jean Louise Kelly.
Yep.
Can't read these little letters. Gabby Hoffman and Elaine Brocoma.
Yeah.
Was I think our big stars here.
Well, the cast, yeah.
Yeah.
But I only wrote down the big names because I don't know them other people or what they did. Laurie Metcalf was like Roseanne. She was on Roseanne when this movie came out.
Really?
Yeah, and that was it was at least in the top 10 if it wasn't the number one at the time.
Yeah, Roseanne is a show that I think got real popular on MeTV now. Like it was one of
those old ones.
Yeah, it was a household show everybody would watch.
It was all right. John Goodman's on it too, and he's awesome. But it's kind of to me the same joke all the time. And I kind of had to stop watching it. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Well,
and in 1989, I was 18, so I had other things to do besides watch TV. But I was already done with it. It was just kind of the same thing over and over again. Roseanne's shtick.
Yeah. I never really got into it. It's kind of harder for me to get into old television.
Sure. Yeah. Especially comedies because it's not humor changes.
Well, and not only just that, because like I love Jump Street. Like I eat Jump Street up, but like where they're kind of constantly focusing on the youth. A lot of shows from the 80s were focused on the adults. Mm-hmm. Things like Cheers, things like Roseanne, what's the other one? Reba McEntire. Like they're all like,
I think that was in the 90s.
Maybe, but they're all like the grown-up sitcom-y show.
Yeah,
like, there wasn't a child mindset even thought about when they were making those.
Right.
So
yeah, they kind of there was a boilerplate kind of thing.
Yeah,
and there was little nuances that are different. Like Michael J. Fox's character in Growing Pains was like a Wall Streety right wing kind of guy because he was rebelling against his hippie parents. You know what I mean? But the same thing. It's just there are a lot of sitcoms where
of the time.
thing. Yeah. And then it's the same thing, only they're black.
Yeah.
And that was it. There didn't have any Asian people having their own sitcoms or anything. And then a lot of minority people were caricatures too in the 80s sitcoms.
Especially.
Well, up until the 90s sitcoms. And yeah, it doesn't translate well to you guys.
No. And and even now, like, because like you take Friends was big in the 90s, Seinfeld was big in the 90s, like, you gotta like this stuff to get into that stuff. And now today we don't really have a lot of sitcoms that are like the talk of the town anymore.
Yeah, there's one Tim Allen's in one that just came out with somebody else. I don't remember the
like
girl's
the Home
name.
Improvement spinoff or it's basically Home Improvement.
Every Tim Allen thing is basically Home Improvement.
Yeah.
And he does his act kind of on as a character. It's not Buzz Lightyear, that's for sure. But it's something. He's got a car. I don't know. And his adult daughter comes to live with him who was estranged from him because I guess, I don't know, whatever. But I guess it's really big. I don't watch sitcoms.
Well, and
I watch Smiling Friends.
Court and I last week on the show talked about how like the television and cable's like really basically dead. Like there's nothing
It's
new on Fox anymore, you
right?
know?
Yeah.
There's everything's going to the 8-episode stream and everything's
or
reality television, which is strange that's so
it's cheap,
popular. Well, it's cheap,
the
but
horror movies of TV. It's cheap, and if they make a little bit of money, they made a ton of money, and they can keep doing it.
But it's like the tabloids, man. Like there's just nothing of like substance, but like people get sucked into and I love.
It's called an idiot box for a reason.
Well, because all of those like hand cam, all that stuff. It's still scripted.
Yeah, right.
Reality TV isn't real reality. They're still scripted.
Yeah.
And that was a big, kind of moment when you learn that like Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
All the people in the restaurant are producers of the show or celebrity guests. Like
or
nobody.
Chopped. Did you ever watch Chopped on Food Network?
I love Chopped.
Your mother sent me a thing because I used to watch Curse of Oak Island.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the whole big list of things that are fake about these shows. The only thing they said about Curse of Oak Island is there's no curse. Because the curses aren't real. You know what I mean? But everything they do on there is real. And of course, it's a reality show. So they have little story arcs for each episode of what they're doing. That makes sense. You're wasting my time. It's not C-SPAN. But when she was going through the list and she's like, Chopped, because she liked Chopped a lot. Those judges, if you got a big sap story, you won.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how your food tastes, and it could have paid shoes. You won because you had the biggest sap story.
Chopped interests me a lot because it makes me want to do it.
Yeah, sure.
Like that's such a cool idea. Yeah. And like just getting a basket full of random stuff and like making a meal. I think that's a really cool idea.
It's a great idea. And those people do real good things.
Yeah. And they do have successful businesses and stuff like that. So you know they're good cooks. And then they got like amateur Chopped or something like that with
kids.
Well, no, not even that. Like the people who can't cook.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah, like she's cutting through the avocado and she's like skin and pit too. It's wild. It looks like a cartoon.
Well, let me tell you something about TV before we get going, because John Candy was on a TV show in the early 80s called SCTV, which was basically, all right, Second City. There's a Second City club in Toronto and one in Chicago where a lot of Saturday Night Live people came from. And they made a TV show. It wasn't live. It was just skits. Mm-hmm. And John Candy was on it. Martin Short. A lot of people. Joe Flaherty. Catherine O'Hara. A lot of people. Somebody else that I can't. Did I say Rick Moranis?
Not yet.
Rick Moranis. Came from that show. And it's just great. And SCTV, Monty Python, Saturday Night Live. I like Saturday Night Live still. SCTV and Kids in the Hall were the best sketch comedy shows ever.
You ever watch Living Color?
You know what? I have not seen a lot of Living Color. When Your mother used to watch it. But where I lived, we didn't have cable. And I couldn't pick up Fox. So I didn't get to see it. But in living color, too, was damn good.
Growing up, you guys or Patrick, somebody had the DVDs
we got it for probably Patrick for Christmas.
And so that's how I watched it.
Yeah.
And my God, is that stuff funny.
Is great.
That's an underrated show. Well, because it, got canceled.
Well, and they screwed over Damon Wayans or Keenan Ivory Wayans, who he was the showrunner for it, and a lot of the he was the head writer. And I'm thinking of a joke right now. He said, "How do you come up with jokes for your show?" And he pulls out a wheel, like a clicky wheel, and it all says white people all around it, and then one little tiny one says everybody else. It was great. Yeah, I forgot about In Living Color, but that was a great show too.
Yeah.
If you watch any of those, please, people watch those.
No, yeah,
because comedy is not doing good. And
so
things are funny.
I heard Jerry Seinfeld kind of talk about this recently because he a couple years back was talking about how they've ruined comedy. You can't say anything funny anymore.
Lots of stuff is,
but
it's coming out of that though.
Well, he's retracted that and saying that it's just that things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Who you're telling jokes to have changed,
right?
So
know
it's not
audience.
You just got to know your audience. So it's not so much that like you're not getting my jokes. It's just that I don't know who you are to tell you a joke you'll find funny anymore.
I think Randy Official's playing with the equipment.
Why do you say that?
He did a picture.
I tried to do picture.
That was pretty good though.
But it went big you and little him.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's like, oh, all right, this wasn't what I thought it was.
If it works, it works.
I thought it was not bad.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't do it all the time, but it was pretty.
You're
cool.
You're the technical director, Randy. If you
see,
he's
that's
in
not bad.
right now.
Hi, everybody.
So long as it's not like bars and monitors and all that stuff all over it,
really.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
But
Uncle Buck.
No, yeah.
Speaking of Uncle Buck, and Rick Moranis was supposed to be in it.
Well, that's why this is going to transition to that because John Candy.
Been better if he was.
You brought up it would be better if Rick Moranis was.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
He was doing Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
He was working with Disney.
He couldn't do it. Yeah.
I don't think it would have been better with Rick Moranis in it because this is a John Candy led movie, and I think if you had Rick Moranis in it too, you'd be competing. He
was going to be the dad or something,
and the dad's barely in it.
Right.
So I'm glad that I didn't do that because it would have either been a fight for. Not even that these two would have fought for the spotlight.
I don't think they would have.
But their personalities would have you feeling like, oh, I want more of one or the other.
Yeah.
And because the dad's not really in it, you would feel like it's a waste of Rick Moranis.
Yeah, totally. It would have been a waste of Rick Moranis because, he was in he was the star of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He was the caliber of John Candy at the same time. So.
But we were talking about all these other SNL type things. Jim Carrey came out of In Living Color.
Right.
That's where he got his footing, and he went on to do Saturday Night Live. I believe at the same time John Candy was on SNL too.
John Candy and Jim Carrey were never on SNL. They hosted, but they were never cast members.
No, but they were on it as in like
the host
that area. Yeah, because a lot of people when they were. When they got big and they got onto SNL, that era of, I might be way off and he might have been on it after this, but like the Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase and Bill Murray era of SNL, the golden age is what they call it. Wasn't he on it during then?
Nope.
Well, I don't know what I read then. But he, should have been because,
he was on SCTV, and in Canada, that was
was there.
It was only a half an hour long, but it was the same caliber.
Okay, well there you go. Because I think he's a really good character actor, and I think he would perform really well in the sketch comedies that.
Yeah, he would. He did. Does. He would have blown up real good.
Yeah,
that's one of his skits. It's just him and I think Rick Moranis, and they're like hillbilly brothers. And they just blow stuff up. And then it's like, oh, he blew up real good. He's going to say Uncle Buck again. You look at him. He's leaning in.
Do you think Kevin James is up to the standard of John Candy and Chris Farley?
I would, because they're both lovable.
They're I'm the big guy of the group.
The big lovable guy, yeah.
I
don't think he is as funny as them. I think Here Comes the Boom is not funnier than Tommy Boy.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think Chris Farley is your closest movie. John Candy.
Yeah, no, that's the archetype I'm talking about.
Chris Farley is a different kind of obnoxious than the John Candy characters. Because he walks around in Uncle Buck smoking a cigar all the time, and he's not a womanizer, but gambler.
No, he's not a womanizer.
No, he's not a womanizer, but he's like a kind of a.
He's got a gambling
not a savory guy, but he's still lovable.
Well,
and he's a little like you go around smoking a cigarette, you're obnoxious. Or what's his name in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yeah,
it's not the same kind of obnoxious that Chris Farley is, where he's like busting the car door off and screwing everything up.
I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Kevin James things, but I wouldn't necessarily say that he's at that caliber that John Candy was, just because of the presence that John Candy had on screen. Kevin James also, he feels he's more of a low kind of vibe. He doesn't command the screen like John Candy, I feel, does.
I think one thing too is John Candy's dead and Kevin James isn't.
Well, yeah.
That's why I said they both are. Like, Kevin James was the guy who kind of, now he survived it. He's that guy for Adam Sandler now. He's that guy for when that movies were like the grown-ups era. Now like those movies don't even exist anymore. He's just now part of the Adam Sandler gang. But for a while, like he has Hitch. He's in that, I think. He has a couple movies.
Yeah, no, his movies do pretty good.
He technically, I think, has more solo movies.
Paul
Blart's pretty good.
Probably what he's most known for.
There's two of them, yeah. And then Here Comes the Boom was okay.
That's why
we bought a zoo.
We bought a zoo. I wouldn't even try.
Wait, we bought a zoo. I thought that was Matt Damon.
That's okay.
Zookeeper.
Yes. Zookeeper is what we're talking about. We buy a zoo.
We bought a zoo is
important, or like an actual story.
And Joe Rogan is in Here Comes the Boom.
Yes.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I don't remember him. I used to watch.
They're good.
There's
friends.
a show called News Radio on in the early '90s that Joe Rogan was on.
It was.
And he don't even look like him anymore. But Dave Foley, listen, Dave Foley was the star of that show. Dave Foley is from The Kids in the Hall. The Kids in the Hall is where I took this name from, was Dave Foley's character. It's weird how that just came around. Anyway, Uncle Buck was pretty decent.
Uncle Buck, I
hate
Uncle
the
Buck.
Teenage girl. I think she's unlikable, but I get it too. Man.
I don't hate her because I can relate to her. The angry at the world, angry at your parents, angry at everything.
Yeah.
Overly defiant. But like, and that's why I like this Uncle Buck particularly, because everything about, like, even, you got the poster?
It's the same one.
Pull up the poster, because everything about this just screams that like Uncle Buck is going to be a character who is unsavory, who is just annoying to be around, who is...
They don't want him there.
Yeah, and he's not like that at all. He's
that
not
poster is a lie.
jerk. He's not...
the parents aren't even there.
Yeah, he's not obnoxious even. Like the wife hates him. We don't even find out why.
Well, I think it's because... Well, I'll tell you, listen, the original cut was 3 hours long, and he might have mob connections.
That's a whole movie.
It's a John Hughes... We're going to make a 6-hour movie and then trim it down.
Yeah, they do kind of...
and she's not going to want a guy who goes to the track all the time, smokes cigars, drinks beer constantly around her kids.
Yeah.
She's a tight ass.
It's also a trope to not like your in-laws.
Right, but
Yeah.
Right. And
So,
like
like,
she
it could
calls
literally
him
be
up.
like,
They
"I'm
call him up
just
because
not."
her father had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, anybody but him. And like they're building him up to be
A terror.
yeah. Like, and like that's where the comedy of the movie is going to come in, is that Uncle Buck is a pain in the butt, but he's really not. And even when she's talking to him, he's like, I quit smoking. I'm on to cigars now. Then I'm going to do pipe, and then and then eventually just do the patches. And she's like that, like she's why are you even telling me this?
Yeah.
Kind of
well, it's not really an appropriate time to make jokes because they're calling in the middle of the night because her dad had a heart attack.
But he's not joking around. He really did go to cigars.
Yeah.
And then like and when he's smoking in the school, he's like, oh, I'm smoking in the school.
Uh-huh.
He goes to the bathroom to let out this thing and put the cigar out. Like, he's not an a-hole. He's he's just a guy.
Yeah. He doesn't really
with
think
commitment problems
first.
No,
and that's the thing. But that's a funny part of the movie too. If you are ever an adult and you go into an elementary school,
oh my god,
the urinals are that low, and it's just go in the other thing, man.
The last time I was in an elementary school was for like Paulie's 3rd grade choir thing,
right?
And by that time, I was already in high school.
Yeah, so you're adult size.
Yeah, and I go into the bathroom. I'm like, I can't even sit on this toilet. It'll break. It's just so wild because once you're out of that environment, like you never think about that again.
Yeah, and if things are my size.
Yeah, the whole world is adult size. But yeah, so he's not a piece of crap. He's not really annoying. He's a really big-hearted guy.
Yeah, he is a big-hearted guy.
Who they've kind of kept out of their lives because they don't want his influence on their kids.
Yeah.
And there's even a part in the movie where he's like, all right, kids, we're going to go down the track. I know your parents don't like this, but this is how I get my money.
Yeah.
And I like how they do it. And this is why I like the daughter character, because she's been defiant this whole time, but he hasn't given up on her.
Yeah, he doesn't ever give up on her.
He can see in her himself, and
in
even
his car.
At the part where he's opening up to her, he's like, and I'm on you so much because I wish somebody was on me. Because his life is where if she continues her actions, she's gonna end up being too.
Yeah.
So I like where he has that moment where at the crossroads, do I go get my gambling fix on, or do I become the? Well,
it's not even a fix. He's gonna make a lot. He's cheating at gambling too, but
he's got.
That's his money for the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he's screwed.
But he sacrificed that to be the adult.
Yeah, he totally
mentor.
Stepped up for everything.
So like he's got this phenomenal emotional arc.
Yeah, he does
in his life, and I'm really like kind of blown away because it would have been so easy to just make this just a run-of-the-mill comedy
like
about
Ernest.
Yeah.
If Ernest was doing it, you would expect a Gilligan kind of guy that's screwing everything up and then don't care.
Yeah.
Because he does care.
But even the accent he's doing, it's not like, hey, kids. Like, it's just his voice. Well, his American voice.
Right.
When he says sorry. He does do that. I noticed it a couple of times.
Yeah, they're pretty close to Canada, though. They might really talk like that up there.
In Chicago? I don't actually know. I know they moved from St. Louis. I don't know where they are in this movie.
I think they're in Chicago.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because this is a John Hughes movie.
Right.
B, it looks like Chicago.
I think it's the Home Alone house too on the outside.
I was like, man, that looks like it's either the Home Alone house, or I call everything if it's one of those iconic houses like that, I call it either the Home Alone house or the Myers house.
Yeah, the Myers house.
Those are the two that they're iconic.
I did like
in Illinois. It
Chicago's in
just
Illinois.
A greater Illinois.
It's just
it's a suburb of Chicago. But like when she first meets
the state
him,
of Illinois is a suburb of Chicago.
No, I said Chicago's in Illinois.
You didn't say that. It's just how I thought about it.
Yeah. Oh,
like Chicago is the place, and the state of Illinois is the suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like New York, where we used to live in New York, was the suburb of New York. Anyway, when she first comes down and is introduced to Uncle Buck, and she's being such a adult person.
Yeah.
And has coffee.
And she doesn't
And then
like
you
it.
look and she's like, ugh. That was the best part.
Yeah.
Then when he's making the pancake, I think I got a picture of the pancake.
I love the pancake. It's so absurd and
is.
ridiculous.
It is.
What is he cooking?
And
on?
it's something that a single guy would do.
Absolutely.
For kids. Because you don't know any better.
And he's phenomenal with these kids too.
Yeah,
like,
he's great with them.
Absolutely.
He's on their mental level.
Well, yeah. But like, like he's the kind of uncle that I am.
Yeah.
Like
right.
Where you're just silly and goofy and you keep things lighthearted.
But you get shit done too.
Right, yeah. And it just he's got a charm to him that really sails this movie.
Right.
Because I was thinking about this too when I was watching it. Not to say that this movie like has no plot, but like this movie feels more of like a literal slice of life. Like we're just happening to view what happens on this.
This is the most movie. It just is a movie.
It
tells a story. Yeah, that's why. Like,
I don't think
I was like, this is
movie.
I think it. I wouldn't even put it.
It's my own definition of movie. Tom.
Yeah.
On the Dan Harmon wheel there. Yes, like it does the whole thing.
Yeah.
It checks boxes.
But like
it definitely does that.
But like in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or even in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, like it doesn't feel like the stakes aren't high.
Yeah, they're normal.
Yeah, like there's just normal guys doing normal things in the city. Like there's nothing.
He's got to go do that gambling thing. So his year's set for the next whole year.
Yeah.
He's good. You don't have to worry about that. Not the mob's after him. So he's going to watch these kids to hide from the mob. And then the mob, it ain't that kind of junk.
Right, yeah.
Where they're going to all die.
It's literally just a sweet story about family.
Yeah, it is.
And I appreciate that so much.
I think the main conflict basically is what's her name with her boyfriend?
Who's a piece of crap?
Bug. Yeah, that's his name. But yeah, he is a piece of crap. And he recognizes that and just wants to help her.
Yeah.
And then you see that. And then at the very end, she's like, you were right about everything. And they become friends and stuff. And he has his son, the guy in his trunk.
I love how he has him in there that entire time.
Yeah.
And like they have their whole moment. Yeah. And then he's like, well, what'd you end up doing with him anyway? And there he is. Just duct tape. A very illegal thing to do.
Yeah.
Which does kind of play into the fantasy of like, you mess with my daughter, I'll kill you kind of thing.
I got a hatchet. Did you ever see a hatchet?
I love, and he sells that threat.
He does it perfect. He's great.
John can't. Maybe it's because he's just such a nice guy in these movies. I never met him, but
he's
1,000% believe that he's just a sweetheart.
That's what everybody says.
And then to say something like, you know what a hatchet is?
Yeah,
I got one. I keep it sharp enough to cut right through the bone, and like. Because it's such a wild juxtaposition, and they probably, if the original story had a whole bunch of mob stuff, that would make sense.
Yeah, right.
But when you cut all that out,
it
just feels like a made up threat that you're doing to get the guy to back off. But then he actually had one.
He does have a hatchet.
Yeah,
and it probably is sharp enough to shave with. But and then when he puts the kid in the trunk, it would make sense that he's a mob guy because they would do things like that.
Yeah.
Figure out what to do with them later.
When you take all that out, it gives that air of fantasy to it that makes it feel like a movie. It makes it feel fantastical.
Yeah.
I also
I just saw he's looking up pictures, and when he goes to talk to the school principal, and she's she's wired way too tight.
Yeah.
And saying she's like he like defends the kid being just a kid, where she wants them to be uber adults before they're 9.
Yeah, I would hope that they would
be
not
dreamers.
Focus on their student career at 6.
Yeah.
And like that line is like
he stands up for people all the time. Buck is a pretty good guy.
And he doesn't take advantage of anybody. Even in the very beginning when she's like, I'm going to leave you a whole bunch of blank checks, he's like, don't even worry about it. Like he's not trying to take advantage of anybody.
Right.
And he's just, that's why I love this movie so much, is that it does feel very warm, very homey, very
very homey.
Yeah, like you're.
It's like a home movie, kind of. But Yeah, I didn't watch it when it first came out, and it was a big hit, and everybody loved it. I just never bothered to see it, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I got this for Christmas once, like 10 years ago.
I should have watched it then too.
And I was like, oh, I'll throw that on. I know him, and I loved it then. Love it now. I'm very excited to show it to Courtney because I think she'll absolutely love it. I think John Hughes doesn't make movies that people don't like.
Yeah,
I
can't think of one that didn't do. People were like, "Oh, this is his worst movie ever." Like, don't bother.
Yeah, because even like Home Alone 2. Like,
did he direct that one?
I think he did. I think he did the first two.
Well, the second one still was pretty good.
Well, the second one's still good, but it's got. I mean, it's a sequel to something that was kind of lightning in a bottle, but instead of doing the same thing over again, you just get kind of similar people who can do it, but differently, like Tim Curry. And you play to your strengths.
Right, but it's not like they left him at home again. He gets lost in New York.
Yeah.
And that's different enough that it
was a terrible family.
Yeah, they are.
Terrible family.
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara was the mom. She was from SCTV.
Oh, well, there you go. We probably, yeah. If I bring
about a different TV show,
no, I want to bring up because I just said Tim Curry in Home Alone 2. There's another cameo in Home Alone 2.
Oh yeah,
but I figure if I bring that one up, this video is going to get flagged for political advertising, which is the wildest thing.
Is what we do here. I don't even know why they're putting it on here at this point.
Listen, and this is true. I was going to back when we were getting no views on anything. We did the Citizen Kane movie, and I tried to advertise Citizen Kane, and it wouldn't let me because it was political advertising.
Yeah, you told me.
I then fought it, and they said, "No, this is definitely political." I said, "This is a fake guy from a movie that came out 100 years ago. What are you talking about?"
Because they're working on time travel. That's why.
Yeah. So dumb. But so that's I will always go out for a John Hughes movie.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, here's something. You know who John Wayne Gacy is?
I am familiar with John Wayne Gacy.
Well, he got arrested shortly before this movie came out.
Oh.
And the guy who plays the clown in the movie did not feel very comfortable walking around a high-end Chicago neighborhood dressed like a clown. And I guess that fight was a lot longer, which I think they should have left it longer.
Really?
Yeah, I think it would have been funnier. Otherwise, it's just a guy beating up a clown. It's what it was, but it would have been better if it was a little sillier, too. And then I got some other people that were supposed to be in it. Well, they wanted to, like Danny DeVito, instead of John Candy.
Really?
Yeah, that would have been an entirely different movie.
It would have. That would have.
Way different sense of humor.
Fit more into the mob vibe.
Yeah, totally. Totally. And but Frank, if he was Frank, nah.
It would have been an R-rated movie if it was Frank.
Winona Ryder was supposed to be the daughter, but she was filming Heathers. John Travolta was supposed to be in it. They wanted John Travolta, but he was busy doing Look Who's Talking. Some other people, Joe Pesci, Robin Williams, Jack Nicholson. Now, sometimes you see these things, I'm like, they wanted Jack Nicholson to be in this movie?
I'm your Uncle Buck.
I'm not going to hurt you.
I just smoke cigars now.
But I think they're like, somebody in a room said, hey, what about Jack Nicholson? And they're like, oh, we'll write him down. And he's like, I ain't doing that shit. What are you, crazy? I'm going to be the Joker.
This is 1989.
Yeah.
Tim Burton needs me.
Tim Allen, Dan Aykroyd, James Belushi, all these people they wanted for it, and Rick Moranis. But Winona Ryder, I completely believe, like she probably auditioned for it and got the Heathers job first. You ever see Heathers? Heathers is a cult classic.
Yeah, it's definitely in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. I just have never watched it.
Yeah, F Me Gently with a Chainsaw.
Yeah.
But like most of them, like Tim Allen probably did audition for it because in 1989, I don't think he was probably just doing stand-up. John Travolta was not in Pulp Fiction yet. He was in Look Who's Talking, which was this kind of half comeback.
Comeback from what?
John Travolta was a big star in the 70s because he had 2 hit movies. Then he went down to nothing. Then he was in Look Who's Talking, which was a big hit. And then he was in Pulp Fiction, and then forget about it. He was John Travolta again.
It was John Travolta until he crashed again because it got to a point where.
Listen, your mother and I watched the John Travolta movie where I think he was trying to do the Dustin Hoffman Rain Man thing.
The movie's terrible.
It is. I was almost offended by it, and I don't offend. It's hard to offend me. But then come to find out, frickin' Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit directed it.
Yep.
And he kind of had an animus towards a fan. So, I don't know.
This Fanatic, right?
Yeah, Fanatic. That's the name of it. Yeah. And you should watch it just because it's so cringe, as the kids say today. But it is. It is punching down.
It's more than cringe. Yeah. So I do this thing.
Well, it ain't music,
buddy. Huh?
That girl. I think she does Royals. That song Royals.
Lord.
Huh?
Lord.
It's Lord who does
Lord
Royals.
does Royals.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her, and she's got the hair.
Yeah.
And then there's that little girl in the video too. That little girl, she kind of took under her wing a little too much, like basically she's kidnapping her.
Oh.
And she wrote and directed a movie called Music with this autistic girl who loves music. But the girl can't act. She's just a kid who was dancing in a video. So it's somebody acting like an autistic person.
Who can't act?
Yeah. So it ain't Dustin Hoffman. By a long shot. I've seen some of it, and it's God almighty. It's bad, man. It's bad.
I do this thing with a buddy at work where we watch movies, and this last year we're just picking random things, and The Fanatic was one of them.
Yeah,
that he picked, and I got to work, and I was like, "What the hell was that?"
Sometimes he's pretty good at it, and the guy is. Like, you're with the guy, with John Travolta's guy, through 99% of the movie.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he turns into an idiot and a psycho. It don't work. And that's what happens when
the dialogue was really bad, too.
What's that?
The dialogue was really bad, too. not a fan of that one.
No. And when he kills the housekeeper and stuff, it's all over the place. It's bad. It's just bad.
I don't know how we got. Oh yeah, but nope. I don't remember why we brought that up.
I don't either. Randy,
I think it was Howard Hughes.
John Hughes.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about him. John Travolta.
Oh yeah,
like the comeback. He didn't do Pulp Fiction,
right? He did Look Who's Talking.
Yeah. So, which is a bad movie.
That's good. I like it.
It's the baby one, right?
Yeah, and Bruce Willis is the baby's voice.
Yeah,
Lunch. Yeah.
So I don't like movies that do that like weird digital mouth move thing of just static video of something moving around.
Oh, that's just, the kids. It's his inner monologue. They don't do that in that movie.
Well, they might do it in the second one then.
Maybe, I don't know. The technology really wasn't there in 1989 to do that.
Have you seen Cats and Dogs?
Yeah, that first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They do that in that one too, and it really takes me out of it. I just hate it. I'd rather a poorly CG animal than that.
Man, I thought I like that. The first one, I didn't see the second one, but that first one was damn cool.
They do it in a lot of stuff. I just don't like that. I don't know. But yeah, so it would have been a wildly different movie if anybody else.
Yeah, really, it would have been wildly different.
And I don't know if I would have.
You made the right choice going with John Candy. Absolutely.
Was he, other than Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, did they work on anything else together? John Hughes and
I don't know.
John Candy? Because I feel like they worked really well together. And I think it probably would have been a really cool idea to have Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, and
Rick
Moranis and something.
Yeah, it would have been a great
the
idea.
3 biggest Canadian comics of the time, probably ever. I don't think there's another Canadian comic that's even gotten close.
There's a lot of people.
Jim Carrey's on a whole nother
Michael Myers,
level, though.
Right?
He's also from
Mike Myers is not as big as Dan Aykroyd, in my book.
Mike Myers is not as iconic as Dan Aykroyd.
He might be now
because those Austin Powers movies were.
Yeah,
bigger than anything. Well, Ghostbusters, but
I think that might be the only thing. Because Dan Aykroyd was in a lot of stuff, but even after a certain time, he's just getting like Yogi Bear kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and Mike Myers kind of
he's
exploded.
Nothing But Trouble, that movie, that Dan Aykroyd movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you bother watching it yet?
The Goblin, he's like a weird, gross old man.
Did you watch it? You didn't watch it. Son of a, he directed that too. But we got to do that one. I bought that for you on purpose. I'm like, this is perfect. This is exactly the thing. I know you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't. No, I would say
Nothing But Trouble. I say Dan Aykroyd because you and I are huge Dan Aykroyd
Love
fans.
Dan Aykroyd.
But Chevy Chase is in it too.
That's his vodka right there.
Yeah, right. Chevy Chase is in it. Demi Moore is in it. Tupac is in it because he's in. Is it Arrested Development? That band? I don't remember. Anyway,
Tupac was in a band called Arrested Development.
I think it was Arrested Development.
I thought Tupac was just a.
No, he went solo.
He was in something else before that?
Yeah.
I only knew him as a solo artist.
I only knew him from your guys' T-shirts and Patrick. I don't like Tupac. Well, he had an album out called Tupacalypse Now. And I'm like, maybe I'll check that out. And I was like really considering it. And I'm like, this is rap music. I don't like rap music. So I didn't get it. And somebody else, and Bruce Willis is in that movie. You'll never recognize him. You got to watch it. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself Uncle Buck and Nothing But Trouble. They're probably both on Tubi. And have
Uncle
a double
Buck
feature.
is on Amazon.
Nothing But Trouble is a whacked movie. It's crazy. But it's
impressive. Is it crazy like The Room is crazy? It's just bad, wild things happening. So bad it's good kind of crazy? Or is it like...
It's out there, man.
A farce.
It's not a farce. It's just different.
Okay.
And you're probably going to like it once you see it.
I probably will.
But like the set design and stuff is impressive. And there's like a roller coaster in it that they had to build all this stuff. And Dan Aykroyd didn't know what he was doing. And he's like, well, we'll just build this thing because we want it in the movie. And it's just good.
Have you seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's one we should do on this.
Yeah, definitely.
Too, because that it's also kind of how you describe it, where it's just wild things happening.
Right.
They're after
it's
something.
In that vein.
Okay.
In that, it's not, nothing is the same, but it's in that kind of, if you like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, you probably like Nothing But Trouble.
Okay. Have you seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Randy?
No.
Well, watch this. Excuse me. Can I go to the bathroom? Sure. Thank you. That's the best part of that movie, I think.
I liked he's in a wheelchair and Michael Caine's like, oh well, this is therapy. We gotta just
and at one
whipping them.
I don't know if this made the movie, but I know it was in the trailer. Steve Martin's sitting there and he's kind of being dopey, and he's got an eye patch.
Yeah,
and a fork with a cork on it, and they say, "Why's he got a cork on his fork?" And he goes, "Think." He's poking himself in the eye.
That is in the movie.
Is it in the movie?
Yeah,
I didn't know if it made it or not.
Another. This might be redundant or.
But that this whole episode is barely about Uncle Buck. And
well,
we both liked it.
We talked about Uncle Buck and everything that was good in Uncle Buck, but they don't make movies like this anymore.
No, they don't.
And just thinking about like even Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, like the stuff that they make close to that isn't even that. And I don't know what about these movies work here, but they can't work now. Because there's nothing special about these.
Yeah, I think it's focus group and too much committee making movies. Mm-hmm. Whereas back then, you got John Hughes wrote, directed, and produced this movie. One guy had a vision, and they let him do it.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore. It's very rare. It's only indie stuff.
Well, like Adam Sandler makes his own stuff.
Adam Sandler has his own company. And then he gets somebody else to distribute it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he can do it. But if you got to go to a studio, forget about it. Now it's 17 people or you're fired.
How wild is that?
We
went full circle.
Yeah, really.
To the studio system, but in the wrong way.
And like back then couldn't afford to do this, but doing it scrapbook style and just shooting a bunch of stuff and putting it together later.
Yeah.
And the people doing this stuff, they don't get it. They might know how to make money, but they don't know how to translate this is good to making money. Because they'll just take a tax write-off if it's too much money. Instead of putting more money into distributing it, we'll just take a tax write-off and it never gets out. It's the same with the music industry. It's the what are those called? Accountant people are making it, and it's
you got the vultures dictating what everybody should do and how to do it.
Accountants, not music fans. That's a line from a Dead Kennedy song. That's why I said accountants. And it's true.
Because I would like to see something like this again. I would like to see just like a heartwarming comedy movie again. I don't have to go to the Hallmark Channel to get.
Yeah, I don't even need that much heartwarmingness.
Well, because
like a movie like Ghostbusters that doesn't have a story or whatever they say, it's not a real movie.
Yeah, they end exactly where they started.
Yeah, and it's Ghostbusters, man.
You can't do that again. They've tried. They've tried 4 times now
with Ghostbusters. Yeah,
but
they're not. They got to do the stupid movie stuff and make it by committee. And
even before it was made by committee, like Ghostbusters 2 tried to do exactly what they did in the first one.
Yeah,
but it failed. And for a while there, Ghostbusters 2 was regarded as a bad movie and a bad sequel.
It was
completely wrong. Diehard Ghostbusters fan here. We want to tell you right now.
Completely wrong. Ghostbusters 2 is good.
More Ghostbusters is never a bad thing in my book.
Exactly.
I love Ghostbusters. Kind of like how I love Star Wars. I'll take it all.
Yeah, me too. It's perfect.
So yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see some change because even like Guillermo
del Toro.
Yes. He has that new Frankenstein stuff. He's going to Netflix to make his stuff. He did the Cabinet of Curiosities. Yep. But like Francis Ford Coppola took 20 years to make Megalopolis.
Yeah.
And it's just because he was funding it the entire time, selling wine. How? And this, people hate it. People are saying it's terrible.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking upstairs about Guillermo del Toro's stuff. It looks beautiful. And I don't know everything I've heard described about that movie. They're saying it in a bad way. And I'm like, well, that sounds
You're
good.
selling me on it. Yeah. I want to see that. Yeah. I really, really do.
And I like Adam Driver too.
I do too.
There's a woman, is it Aubrey Plaza? Whoever the female lead. Huh?
It's either Jenna Ortega or Aubrey Plaza.
I like their
or
stuff.
I'm way off.
Yeah. That lady's good. Whoever it is. I don't know. I don't remember. Uncle Buck's good too, though.
Uncle Buck's really good. I would definitely check it out. I would definitely recommend it to everybody because it's a good family movie.
Yeah, it is a totally good family movie, and it's got adults, teenagers, and little kids.
Yeah, everybody can relate to it.
Everybody can have a good time with it.
I will always recommend a John Hughes movie. I don't think there's one that I wouldn't.
Well, that Triple X movie he made, I wouldn't recommend that for kids, but
he made that?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, the Vin Diesel movie?
I know, I meant the other kind of Triple X movie.
Oh, naughty. Clearly I don't have really much else to say about that, and we could wrap this one up. Yeah,
it's a John Hughes movie. You're going to get a John Hughes movie.
And check out Uncle Buck. It is, from start to finish, a great time.
Yeah.
Great characters, great energy, just everything's great about it. And it gets the seal of approval.
Yes, absolutely.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Randy, did you end up watching this one?
Yeah.
You like it?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Like it's a movie. It's a movie that has some. They don't really have a problem until a certain point, and then that gets resolved. I think the shenanigans could be a little more. I don't know.
Well, probably the 3-hour version has more shenanigans in it.
Yeah, probably. So you think
I thought Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was funnier.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't even think that was that funny. I
believe you said that movie wasn't painfully unfunny.
Yeah. In hindsight.
Yeah, I believe that's how you described that movie. You're like, I can't believe this was so unfunny with these two actors.
No, it is great. That's why I said I wish that other guy was in it. Glasses.
Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
You a big Rick Moranis fan?
Not big, but I think he's funny.
I can't believe he's coming back for Spaceballs. I cannot believe that.
Yeah.
They've been trying to get him back for decades, and he's just
he retired
and he stuck to it, and now
I think that's
that
great.
Mel Brooks is turning 207. Yeah. He's like, I'll come back.
1,000-year-old man. That's a Mel Brooks thing. I really didn't care for History of the World Part 2 that was on Hulu, and I didn't think a lot of it was very funny. So
he didn't have a lot to do with it, though.
And he's wicked old, man.
He is.
And I hope he's got more to do with this one.
He produced.
He's more hands-on.
He produced that.
Yeah.
You know, he gave his seal of approval.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
This one, I think Josh Gad was like, I've got a script for Spaceballs 2. And he read it and he said, I've been waiting 50 years for this. Like somebody was able to make a sequel to this movie that he thought
was good enough.
Yeah. From what I'm understanding, he is more hands-on with this one.
I hope so.
I don't know if he's going to be the one actually calling action.
Right. But if he wrote it Mel Brooks style,
yeah.
It could be
he didn't write it. Mel Brooks didn't write it.
I mean,
whoever did write
Mel Brooks stuff into it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mel Brooks didn't come up with the Schwartz. You know what I mean? Somebody else that was feeding him stuff. I bet he didn't go see Star Wars. I just bet he might have, but he's not us about Star Wars.
No.
And I'm sure there was a us about Star Wars person in the room.
Because he's not open to working with people. When he was working with Gene Wilder, like it was very much those two making that movie. Like hearing about how the Young Frankenstein, all that was, and the whole putting on the Ritz thing,
right?
Why that was in there. And like
he was adamant against it.
Yeah, well, they got into a very heated argument about it. It was the only argument they really got into that. I think one of them said almost ended their friendship.
Right.
And at the end of it, he's like, if you're willing to fight for it this hard, then
and it'll work or something. You're right.
Yeah, too. That too.
He's great.
He's not overly full of himself.
Right.
In really any of his stuff.
He knows who he is.
Yeah. Like, I think the best, and again, I've never met this guy, but like in my head, like if I was going to talk to this man, the best parallel to who he is, I think, would be in History of the World Part 1 when he goes to get his unemployment.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's like, well, what is your...
Comicus.
What's your profession? He's like, I'm a
stand-up philosopher. A bullshit artist. Did you bullshit this week?
No.
Did you try to bullshit?
Yes. Like, that is exactly who I think he would be in real life. So, yeah, I'm got very high hopes for Spaceballs 2.
I have high hopes for it, too.
Part of me hopes they call it The Quest for More Money.
Yeah.
Part of me knows they're going to do some Schwartz Awakens.
Oh, that'd be good too.
That's how they advertised it recently.
Oh, is it?
That's how it was going to be.
Yeah.
But like The Quest for More Money, if it would work way better if instead of calling it Spaceballs 2, they call it Spaceballs 3, The Schwartz Awakens. Like, and
that would be cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's the joke.
Yeah. And then people would be like, well, what about part 2? Where's part 2? Because they did do that with History of the World for decades.
Yeah. And well, they gave a trailer at the end of the first one too. But yeah, so we'll end it here. Check out Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck. Like this video. Like us on Facebook and YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, we are there. Even the ones I wasn't even aware of, we're there.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, right? Give us a comment. What's your favorite John Candy movie? What's your favorite John Hughes movie?
Yeah.
What do you think about the upcoming movie Spaceballs 2? What do you think about movies in general today? What's your favorite movie? let us know. Let us know what you want us to cover. We have a couple more suggestions coming up.
Yeah, did you see one? Because I responded to it, and I respond to stuff, and listen. We would talk about when Grindhouse Podcast responds, it could be either one of us.
Yeah.
And I sometimes put my name on it. And so I don't know if you see these things, but there's one, it's a horror movie. It's an indie horror movie. I don't remember the name of it, but
we'll check it out.
Yeah. We're going to do them.
We are kind of we had stuff planned. We're kind of pivoting because this is the Thanksgiving month, so we're doing more of our family stuff, good feel good stuff.
Like next
maybe, maybe because it still kind of ties in. You're coming home for the holiday, and there just so happens to be an issue.
Yeah, well, he's not going home for a holiday.
No, he's not. He's escaping. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that next week
to find out what the hell we're talking about.
But I have been Cheese Film.
And I am Hecubus. Put this picture up there.
Radio visual.
And this has been the one and only Grindhouse Podcast. Cheese Film. Out.